Hello there and welcome to Black Sheep Movement, where the undiscovered is discovered. My name is Mmamoloko Buthane. Now today we have a very, very special guest. We are going to be interviewing him, Limpopo's very own, and we will be interviewing him right here in Waterland, Polokwane. Now instead of me giving you an introduction, right, let him introduce himself to you guys.
I pour a strong drink in my own cup, in the zone, toked up, ready for whatever. I'm walking in any weather, feeling tougher than ever. Watching her body move when she's losing herself to music. Criteria so conducive. What we doing now? Trying to take over the crown. Put me anywhere in the world, I will entertain the crowd. Now how you like me now? Listen to the massive sound. Steady the aim, bringing the flame. Ripping up anyone claiming to be running the game.
Wow, that was really, really amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Stephen Crown. Welcome.
Thank you, Mmamoloko, and it's an honor to be here.
Right, it is wonderful to have you here. Please take a seat. Right, so it's really great to have you here because, I mean, you have been making waves and receiving a lot of love from your fans, right? But before we get there, right, let us rewind. Let us go all the way back to the beginning. If you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, who Stephen Crown is, you know?
Okay, real name actually Laborang Mokukulushi. Born in Polokwane, raised here. Started music from a very early age. Growing up in a musical background, my mom was in the choir, my grandmother as well. And so it was an international choir. They used to travel around the globe, never at home. So, you know, I found that fun. I wanted to do that. And I've never looked back since, you know, from a very young age. And I started my schooling career right here at home. Did my primary at PAMS, went to Capricorn. Tertiary started in 2009, studied my advertising there at Varsity College. Proceeded to study operations management and finally sound engineering, which is essentially what I've always wanted to study, you know. And yeah.
All right, so now, when did you realize that you want to do music full time? Because I mean, I'm hearing that, you know, you went to study advertising and so on, but when did you realize that you wanted to do music full time?
Actually, I was 8. I'm gonna take you a little back now. Yeah, I was actually 8 years old, and I heard "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac on the radio. I remember it was Metro. It was Radio Metro at the time, 1998, and the controversy behind that song, you know, and the time that it was released in, I couldn't believe that, you know, such a controversial song could be allowed to be played on radio. And I was like, hey, I want to do that too, you know. And basically since then, besides the parental and family influence of music, and yeah, just always just had an interest in music. It's kind of hard to pinpoint why, but you know, when you're passionate about something, it just starts burning from the inside, and there's nothing you can do to burn that flame out.
No, that's true. Now, talking about your family, so when you told them that you want to do music full time, how did they handle that? You know, because I mean, a lot of parents, especially here in South Africa, when you tell them that I want to do music, woo, it becomes a huge issue. So how did your family handle that?
It took them a while, rather it took me a while to convince them, you know, because at the stage that I am in my life right now, you know, certain things are expected of you, and literally they're only going to be accepting once they see progress, mainly financial progress, you know. So they've been very supportive the past few years, you know, when they've just accepted that this is what I want to do. I'm not going to be like a lawyer or a doctor, like a normal kid, you know.
And you know, it's quite sad, but at the end of the day, Stephen Crown has to live for Stephen Crown, don't you think?
Of course, Stephen Crown is me, and me is Stephen Crown. You know, I'm going to do what I need to do to get what needs to be done.
All right, there he said it. And I realized something. When I say your name, Stephen Crown, it just has, there's something about it. It's quite unique, hey? So, now, and I remember when we spoke earlier, you told me that Stephen Crown has, well, the name itself, it has a much deeper meaning to it. Could you please, explain that a little bit more?
Okay, Stephen Crown, right? Stephen is my middle name. So, I've always had this feeling or belief that us actually as black people, let me just take it straight there,
Yeah.
Sorry to be speaking about race, but us as black people, we used to be brilliant back in the days, we built the pyramids, we did all sorts of things, we were kings and queens in our times. So the crown is kind of reminiscent of that, we need to regain. And if you are into Buddhism or do a bit of reading about that, you will read up on the chakra points, which are the several energy points which start from your root up until the crown chakra, which I would ultimately love for everyone actually to just strive for a high level of consciousness, like transcendence, like beyond the flesh and everything else around us. Let's transcend beyond the crown.
And I googled this, right? Believe it or not, I googled this, and from what I saw, I just realized that it's more of like a deeper connection with yourself. Am I on the right track here?
No. It's well, yes, it's a spiritual journey. Yes, more or less.
Oh, okay. So keeping that in mind, how would you describe Stephen Crown, to the whole world?
Just to put it in a nutshell, the longest story short, I'm a rapper, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a great grandson, I'm a guitarist, I'm a vocalist, I'm a composer, I'm a radio voiceover artist, and above all else, I'm a lover.
Oh, he is a lover. That is really nice, though. It's a really nice touch to this whole Stephen Crown person. All right. So now, as we all know, this industry is quite tough, and especially when you're an independent artist. So now, how do you work your way around that?
Well, being an independent artist, comes with a lot more downfalls than artist who's willing to make what the mainstream wants and have everything sorted out for them by a big record label or something. So what I'd say to other independent artists out there, myself, is don't focus on getting into a music circle, because there's a music industry outside of that, where you find your promoters, your A&Rs, your publishers, the real people that you need to be speaking to, you understand, the people that are going to be helping us get somewhere. So I've realized that there's a difference between being in a music circle and the music industry. The music circle is filled with yes men, people are always going to tell you that, yeah man, it sounds good, it sounds dope, but never try get you to where you need to be. People in the industry, they see you and see money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, and I honestly have a lot of respect, for you, because you're an independent artist. Honestly, I don't know how you guys do it. I do not know how you guys do it. But anyways, and in addition to you being an independent artist, what was impressive about you is that you have your own band. Could you please just tell us a little more about that? If you guys had any recent performances, any upcoming performances?
Yeah, I've got hip hop jazz band. Hip hop driven, but jazz and blues,
nice.
Funk influenced. We call ourselves Stephen Crown and the Street Fighters. I'm Stephen Crown.
Yeah,
well. So I met these guys. Actually, I met my pianist / he's my musical arranger and director. I met him last year in March at a gospel rehearsal. I was part of a gospel band as well. So I met him there, and he approached me on a level of which he wanted to make music with me. He's like, dude, you rap, I play the keys, I know some people who'd love to do this. And just like that. And in Polokwane, it's for the type of movement you're trying to push, it's not really acceptable here yet. People are still hooked on past trends and just some sort of security, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the last performance we had was at the Kasi Food Expo, Side Desk Share Zone 2. It was a Mapungubwe Arts Festival initiative as well. So, you know, we got to perform over there and looking to perform probably right here at Waterland next time.
Yeah, right here at Waterland. You guys better watch out. He'll be there very soon. Okay, so now, right now when you were talking, you mentioned something like you were in a gospel band, right? Or something like that. So what else do we not know about Stephen Crown? Because I feel like there's a whole lot more to you.
Of course, you know, you never divulge everything in one sitting, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to keep some pieces for later.
Mm-hmm.
But I was part of a gospel band just to, you know, expand the repertoire and just go beyond knowing how to write a hot rap verse, you know, hot 16 bars or whatever, you know what I mean? It was just basically to expand the repertoire, nothing more, nothing less, no ulterior motives, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so now what can we expect from Stephen Crown?
At the moment I'm working on an 8-track EP. It's titled The Streamline. I've been heavily involved with the BlackSheep Movement for this one. They've been handling my visuals, my PR content. I'll be dropping that on the 14th of February.
14th of February.
Because we love this. So I'll be dropping it on a local music website as well. I'm not sure if you'd be familiar with it. It's called Web Trends Music. I'm trying something different. You know, we usually put our stuff on SoundCloud and whatnot, but this year we bring it home. You know what I mean? And the Polokwane Beer Fest 2017 is coming up. 15th April. The voting lines are open, and I'm doing everything in my power. You know, along with BlackSheep Movement, DJ VB, my producer, to get as many votes as we can, so that you can see your boy on stage again, you know, because we've done it before and we'd love to do it again, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what to expect. Oh, nearly forgot. I've got a guitar EP in the 1st of October.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's coming out. It's about 6 tracks, just simple guitar work, and yeah, hopefully more gigs, more performances, you know, more radio play, more interviews, you know. More experiences, you know what I mean?
Okay, so before we end off, right, we're gonna play a little game, right? So I'm gonna mention 2 things and you just choose one, but you need to do it quick. Okay? No, they're not difficult. Just the first thing that comes to mind. All right, ready? All right, you need to be fast, okay? Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Black or white?
Black.
Up or down?
Down.
Cat or dog?
Cat.
House or hip hop?
Hip hop.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Winter, because we're winter babies.
Definitely, right? Yeah. Like, I can't stand this heat.
Him on Facebook, Stephen Crown, and Instagram, he's Stephen Crown 3, right? Don't forget to vote for him, okay? Now, with much love from me, Mmamoloko Buthane. Ciao.